Hi, welcome back to another DIY tutorial. Today we're going to make a patch out of an old t-shirt. It might be worn out, faded, or you may have screwed up in another DIY project and you don't want to throw the print away. There are several ways to do it. The easiest way would just to grab a very sharp pair of scissors, cut it out in whatever shape you want it, and sew it wherever you want to sew it, jackets, bags, whatever. So another way of doing it, okay, it's kind of dark here, I'm sorry, but I showed you this jacket before, and then this was a corn t-shirt that I messed up in a DIY project, and I sewed, well, first I put these rings in. You can see them halfway, that's okay. If you're going to put these rings in, t-shirt fabric is a little tricky to put those rings in because it tends to stretch out. So I would recommend using leftovers of the t-shirt that you cut up to do that. So I don't have any more rings, but I still have 6 studs. So I'm going to go over to the window where I have more light, and I'm going to put, let me see if I can get something black here. These little studs that I showed you, well, I wanted to show you, I didn't upload that video, didn't work. So these little studs, these are really small studs, you can see on my thumbnail the size of them, okay? And I already started prefabricating this. I cut it out, sewed the corners, and put 5 of 6 studs in. I sewed 3 corners of it. I prefabricated the upper corner, which we'll get to in the video. Let me place the camera so I can get a good look at this here. Hang on. Hang on. This is the problem. I don't have a tripod, so I have to figure it out. Actually, that's perfect. What you'll be needing for this tutorial will be a scissors, some thread, studs. I only have 6, but you could put more in, like on the jacket with the rings. I don't know how many are in there. And for the studs, you're going to probably need a pair of pliers. Now, you don't have to have the pair of pliers. It's just easier with the pliers. If you don't hear me too good when I go over to do this here in a second, I apologize. The microphone up the camera is not the best. I'm actually standing right behind it right now, so if it's quiet, I'm sorry. But what I'm basically going to do is show you how to sew the corner and put the stud in. That's pretty much all, and that step repeats itself through the whole project. So I'm going to get cracking. So I hope you guys can still halfway hear me. So what I already did was sew the corner a little bit to make it easier for me. What you do is when you cut it out, you flip it over to the back side. Okay, you see where it's already been folded, where I've done all the work. Okay, you see this side ain't completely done yet. I just tacked it to make it easier here. What you do is you fold it square, and you start at one corner, then you work your way up to the next corner, you work your way up to the next corner, and you have one more corner. Make sure it's all square. And you don't have to tack it, I just tacked it to make it easier. So I already got my needle and my thread, so I'm going to get started. What you do is you just fold it. This one folds itself pretty much, and you fold the other side and make sure it's square. I already done that. And then you just sew it together like this. That should be on camera. So I'm just gonna go up in this corner where I started sewing and sew downward like this. Okay? Chances are you can't hear me, but it's really simple. And if you didn't hear me, it's not important. Well, I'm saying right now, if it's really important, I'll be close to the camera. Now, I don't know if you can see it on the camera or not, but you see this little loop here? If that happens, it's not a problem at this step. Just when you sew it to whatever you're sewing this patch to, make certain it doesn't happen, because it'll affect the look and the stitchings might open up on you. So I'm done sewing it, and I'm just going to tie it off real quick. And chop off the excess thread and needle. And the needle. The dang scissors are too dull. Really simple, actually. And now to the stud, which is just as simple, pretty much. Well, already 7 minutes. There you go. That's it. Let me turn it, and I'll get a closer shot now. Stop filming. You see, that's how simple it is. You just have to do the sewing part on all 4 corners. Just fold it over like I showed you. Put the studs in, and you're good to go. Technically, you don't even have to put the studs in. They're just for looks. Well, yeah. And of course, you could always just cut the t-shirt out, the printing off the t-shirt, and sew it to whatever, but I like decorating it, and that's the easiest way to decorate it, my opinion. And plus, it makes these corners where it's sewed to whatever a lot stronger and last longer. So now you just have to figure out what you want to sew this to, and hope you guys have a lot of fun doing this. Thank you for watching. Sorry this is a little bit long, but thank you for watching. Catch you guys later. Bye bye.